Way to spend Christmas Day, to tell you the truth, but you got to give them the credit. They came out and played a really good second half. And, even though we came back in the game for a second and the third quarter, they put us right back in a double-digit deficit again. I don't know. Have to assess this game chew on this game a little while before I give you guys what I feel about it.
So the bench and Andrew is struggling a little while now. Is that just part of the ebb and flow of the season, or are there some genuine concerns?
Well, I like to see them be aggressive. I didn't think they were, aggressive enough out there. Come out and play, with some energy, the kind of energy that we like to take on the floor. We didn't get much off of our bench today.
What about Drew specifically? What's going on with him right now? I know you said earlier he was sick, but what about on the court?
Not enough touches in spots that he wanted to have the basketball for tonight's game. He needs more touches on the block and places that he can do some post-up moves that he's good at. That's what his strength is. And he just didn't have enough of those opportunities today.
The reason for concern with the difficulty of beating the teams with better records for you guys?
We have 5 losses. I'm not gonna get into that now right at this time.
So does Andrew's energy level come and go with touches and shots and points scored?
Well, I think like most players, guys feel better about their game when they're, involved in the game, and they feel they're involved a lot of times with scoring.
Phil, can you talk about Shaq's presence and his physical defense against Andrew? Do you think that was a big factor in stopping Andrew from scoring?
He definitely had a presence in the game. I can't tell you that it was a factor on Andrew. I do know that it was a factor on Kobe. He knocked him over about 4 times without a call. Whether he went straight up or went into Kobe, that's the referee's job to make that determination. We certainly thought it was a foul, but he definitely was a presence out there.
Phil, what are your thoughts on home finger being thrown? And Mike Brown said he saw a couple water bottles being thrown as well. What was your take on that?
I've never seen an LA crowd react like this before. I liked their enthusiasm. I didn't like their demonstrative act. But, it wasn't a well-refereed game. It wasn't a well-played game. And so, as a response, the crowd was unhappy about it.
So the 5 technical fouls, and I know one of them was on the crowd, but that's not very typical of your guys. Were they guilty of losing their composure a little bit?
Let's see. Fish's technical, I don't even remember what caused that technical foul. Line them up here. I think Lamar had the next one. You got 2. Well, that was just John at the end of the game. Obviously, Kobe obviously needed to, express his disappointment with some of the calls that are going on. So that's there. And the crowd, they deserve theirs.
It's been a while since we've seen this team react like that in terms of calls from the ref and just things not going their way. Do you chalk that up as just the game not going that way, or something that could be, I guess, deeper for this team?
Well, a lot of it's about making plays, getting things going the right way. Those are things that make players play better and react better to the game. Little things hacking, John, those things come and go with competition. You let that go. But it was a frustrating game for us.
So the Cavs were able to string together a couple of 9-0 run, 12-2, 13-4. I know in the playoffs last year, you guys always said that's your goal to do that yourselves. When you find having it happen to you, what can you do to get out of it?
Well, we tried to call timeouts, stop the game a little bit. Unlike, my philosophy of doing it, let them work it out. But, we tried to call a timeout in the second period when they had it run. They ran another stretch after that timeout. I was going to bail them out again with another timeout. I just felt like we didn't respond, and we needed the game to help us respond, and we did. We responded at the end of the half. But those are little issues that teams have to recover from. And the ones that we had today, we didn't do a real good job reacting to it competitively. I didn't think we competed, and we were searching for players to put in that felt they could compete. And, competing is kind of a nebulous term when you talk about it in those terms. It's about being able to play aggressively in the territory and act that you feel comfortable with. And we never, got in a defensive stance where we felt we could compete well, except for that 5-minute, 4-minute stretch in the second period. Offensively, they kept us off balance with a lot of the things they did, and we didn't string together scores, and that was a big part of it too.
You guys have typically been so strong in the third quarter, and you have been taking momentum your way going into the half. Is it surprising to see it not capitalized on further?
My message to the team was, when you miss free throws in this stretch that's very important, it's really double indemnity is what it is. And we had a 6-point game with Andrew going to the line with 2 free throws, and, they ran off a streak. And those are the little things that create, incidents in a ball game that, are tough to recover from. But all said, you have to give credit to them, Mo Williams particularly tonight, for a very good game.
Phil, it sounded like you hadn't quite decided what the biggest thing, but when something like this happens after a string of playing well for a long period of time and competing, is your first inclination, well, it's just one night?
Well, the first inclination is we got off a back-to-back road trip that was extenuating circumstances. Played a game and the day after that, and you gave them a day off, and that sometimes changes up, how they play. And so we really didn't feel like we had our feet on the ground coming into this game, 100%, although we should have. There's no excuses from that. So we'll just say it's a game situation. However, that being said, we play Sacramento tomorrow. They're very good on their home floor. They ran this Cleveland team to an overtime the other night, and so we know they're competitive.
You mentioned that you thought one of the reasons the Cleveland fans were frustrated with the poorly refereed game and poorly played game by Lakers. I trust you agree that that's no excuse to do it for that.
You make your own way in this game usually, and you do it by determined play and by just outright work. And things start changing in your favor from that situation, from just doing the right thing and working hard. And to find a way to do that's important. It's just not as simple as saying going out and running hard or going out and